by 2035, ham radio will be non-existent. We need to introduce young people to keep it alive. Otherwise, ham radio will die.
This is RF Radio Network.
Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from RF Radio Network, where we're connecting people through the power of radio. And today, we're going to be talking about why is ham radio dying. And I'm kind of a little surprised. You could do a search for this yourself on Google, and you can find out this data. I just happened to just ask about the demographic for ham radio users, and it's actually very disturbing. So I'm just going to read this information, and then we're going to actually go a little deeper and find out why it's happening, and hopefully we can fix it. So, not when I say we, I'm talking the younger generation. Generation Alpha and Beta have to get involved. So let me go into this detail. I'm going to have this on the screen so you can read with me. It says total count of amateur radio operators. As of late 2024-2025, there are approximately 738,000 to 770,000 licensed amateur radio operators in the United States. Age demographic. This is the most important. The hobby skews older, with 49% of operators being over the age of 60 and 27% between 45 and 60. Licensing trends. While the overall numbers have been growing, there is no official breakdown of the ethnic diversity of these license holders. Now, I'm going to go to GMRS. Now, this is very, very important. So, as of early 2023, there were approximately 336,513 active individual GMRS licensees registered with the FCC. This number has grown significantly, making the number of GMRS users comparable to the number of technician class amateur radio operators, driven by the lack of testing required to obtain a license. Now, this is very, very important because people want things to be given to you. We're in an age where AI is controlling. Children don't want to work anymore. They use ChatGPT or Perplexity to cheat on exams and questions. So everything is handed to them. It's a shame. It is what it is. So now they don't want to take the test to become an amateur license. So the silent generation, if you're still alive, the baby boomers, which majority of you guys are still alive, and the Generation X, which is me. So, and then after that, the millennials. Some millennials are involved in amateur radio. However, Generation Z, Alpha, and Beta, most likely not. So how do we get them involved? So now we need to figure out how to get the younger generation, because it's a shame. They're not familiar with it. And test taking is a thing that people do not like. So that is why ham radio is dying. So that's why GMRS is actually becoming more popular, because you just got to spend money and you're a licensed operator for GMRS, which doesn't require a test. You just buy a radio and you transmit on it, and that is it. So I need help from everyone out there. If you're in my age or younger, I'd say if you have children, you're 40 years old, between 40, 50, and 60. If you have children introduce them to radio immediately. As of this data that I'm looking at, ham radio is actually dying. Slowly. It's a slow death. We're all having fun. I love ham radio. It's great. But it actually is dying. And if we do not jump on this quickly and introduce children to radio and get them more involved, it's going to die. It literally is. So with all these baby boomers and the silent generation are going to fade away, and then there's going to be a lot less people keeping amateur radio alive, because the generation alpha, generation beta, and generation Z can give a crap less about amateur radio. It is a fun hobby, but you gotta introduce it to them that it's a worthwhile thing. At least get them to get their technician, and then all they gotta do is just renew every 10 years, and at least they have the technician, and it'll somewhat keep the hobby alive. We're actually in a slow decline of amateur radio operators in the younger generation, and that's actually not good. So eventually by 2035, ham radio will be non-existent, according to the data that I have actually gathered, and that's not good. So so it's all up to you guys. 40, 50, and 60-year-olds. I'm going to try to get my kids involved. I mean, they have no interest. My kids are 20 and 18 years old. They can care less. But if every single kid is the same way, they're only interested in social media. They're not interested in RF communication. So that's not good at all. We're in trouble. Amateur radio is really seriously dying. And if we do not get more younger people involved, it's going to continuously die. Now, the next time you go to a meeting, take a look at the age group that you're actually attending, and that'll tell you right there. If you don't see younger generation people in it, that's proof that amateur radio is dying. You need younger people involved to keep it alive. So if everybody in that group disappeared, will that radio club still exist? Probably not. So that's the problem. So we need to get on board now and try to. It's just like the United States and having children and having babies. We need to push to get more members in any radio club to keep it alive. Just like if everybody in the United States stops having children, what happens to the world? If the entire world stops having babies, the world will end. Because now there's nobody. That's why kids and buses are so important. That's the future of human civilization. So we got to do the same thing with ham radio. We need to introduce young people to keep it alive. Otherwise, ham radio will die. And that's the God honest truth.
This is how we keep amateur radio alive. Behold the solution.
So it's not up to me. I'm just showing you this data. It's up to you guys, the current ham radio operators that are out there, to help with the continuation and keeping this alive. We need to spread it. We need to actually have meetings in libraries where there's multiple people, not having meetings in private areas. That's useless. You need to bring it out in the open to the public and show people what it is, and have random people coming in to sit in and check it out. Having private meetings is bad for the hobby. You need to go. I'm recommending this to everyone. Anyone that has a club out there, change your meeting location to a library. Make it public. People need to see. Make a big deal about it. This is how you're going to get more people involved. Because if you do not do that and you keep everything private, everybody that's there, like I said, if everybody is in the room right now and they all disappeared, Will the club still exist? Probably not. So, that's how we fix it. Move the meetings to a public library. That is how we can keep this hobby going. End of story. End of story. Ham clubs need to be more open and public and transparent about the hobby versus keeping everything hidden in their own group area, because no one knows that you even exist. So, I'm done ranting about this. We need to keep this hobby alive. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Share this video everywhere. This needs to be known. Remember, I'm Joe Tech from RF Radio Network, where we're connecting people through the power of radio. Let's keep this hobby alive. Take care, and we'll see you next time.
RF Radio Network.